Okay, just a quick update on the progress. So I did get the program counter PCB built, and so it's going to replace this whole mess right here. And I was just testing it out. Let me, now that I've shown this, let me zoom in and so you can see how this works. Okay, so here's the board, and we have really the same setup as we had on here. We have the address right here of the program counter. And then I have everything broken out on this left side. I am going to rebuild this. Currently, I wanted to use these little teeny jumper boards. Let me show you an example. Like this. But after building it, what I decided was I would rather take this board and plug it sideways into one of these solderless breadboards, like at the bottom, and then I have all the connections to be able to work off. So, but I didn't plan on that. So now the space between these two isn't a multiple of 2.54 millimeters. So it just won't plug in right now. So I am going to redo this. But let me walk through how I have it set up. So I have this bus master, and that's doing all the controls. So reset, the output enable, the selection between relative jump and absolute jump, and then enable for this. And then this one is doing the bus. Right now it's powering the bus. Let me turn that off and just reset all of this. And I will make this one run the board. So that is the second one. And it's, so I'm going to turn that. Now you can see the output here is being pushed to here. And let me reset this counter. So that's the first one. I just need to flip it to negative, do a clock pulse, and then take it out of reset. Right now it's set for a relative jump. So that one is this. Let me turn that off. And there we go. We should be all set up now to just step by one. So let me go ahead and do that. Yep. Oh, and I do have bouncing on this clock, but I'm fixing that. Well, actually, PCB for this will fix it. But all right, so here you can see that we are successfully, counting up as expected. And then I can reset this. What do? We can do relative jump, so I can turn this on. We see the indicator for relative jump. I do need to turn the output enable off, which is this second one. So I turn that to positive. Now it's no longer outputting. I can put in, let's put in 4. And then I can enable this. And so program counter is going to read from the bus master here, and then use that as a relative jump. So it should jump straight to 4. Yeah, there we go. And now 8, and then 12, and 16. Cool. I can also do the absolute jumps. So I can turn that off, turn that on. You see that absolute jump LED light up. I can put in an address. We'll do, I think that's 5.5. And then by hitting the clock, we'll see the address go straight there. And then, that's all working. What else? I think I have everything. Oh, I can turn PC enable, which should be this bit. And we'll turn absolute jump off. We will turn this off and do the output enable. There's the second one to ground. And yeah, okay. And this doesn't matter anymore. Now if I run free, you'll see that it's not counting up, which is expected. Let me reset. That's expected because I do have the enable off, 12 or 5 volts, which means that it's turned off. So as soon as I flip this back to ground, we'll see it counting up as expected. So that's everything. These 2 jumpers. I haven't even tried these yet. Let's try it now. Let me grab. A couple of jumpers here and stop this. So I'll do I'll reset go like that. And I'll throw this jumper on. This should step by 2 now. So if I wanted to, oh, I need to reset back on, which is this one. Yeah, cool. And then this one should step by 3. So let me reset. The reset is negative. Wait. There we go. Yeah, it is negative. Okay, so now it should jump by 3. Yeah, cool. So I have the option to jump by 2 or by 3. Everything else is working. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.